10 advice from Elon Musk for young people who want to be rich and successful. Elon Revi Musk is a multi-millionaire business magnate and investor. He holds South African, Canadian, and US citizenship and is the founder, CEO, and lead designer of SpaceX, co-founder, CEO, and product architect of Tesla Incorporated, co-founder and CEO of Neuralink, and co-founder of PayPal. Over the years, Musk has given valuable advice to people who want to be successful in life. In this video, we'll be sharing with you 10 of the most valuable advice from Elon Musk. Number 7 is very important, so try and watch this video to the end. If you're new here, consider subscribing so that you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Number 1. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. Napoleon Hill, while stating the most important attributes of successful people, was of the opinion that persistence is number 1. Because we are in the jet age where everything happens so fast and quick, most young people think they should be able to achieve their dreams with jet pace. Sorry, it rarely happens that way. If you are not willing to sacrifice 5 to 10 years on any dream, you really don't deserve that dream in the first place. You'll fail, make mistakes, and get rejected. The only thing that will keep you fighting is your internal strength and determination never to give up. You've got a dream? You're willing to sacrifice a few years learning, practicing, and pursuing before any significant breakthrough. Number 2. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. Most people spend 2 or more decades in school where failure is a sign of stupidity. However, in the real world, if you are not failing, you are not moving. I can easily predict what your future will look like. If you tell me the numbers of times you've made mistakes in the last 3 months. If you've been so smart that you've not experienced any major failure in the last 3 years, you are by no means a candidate of success. If you move fast enough, you'll stumble once in a while. If you're not stumbling, it's because you're not moving. Number 3. You get paid in direct proportion to the difficulty of problems you solve. There are 2 kinds of people in the world. Those who complain about things that are wrong and those who want to make things right. More than 95% of the world's population belongs to the first group. When they walk on the street, they are looking for what government does wrong. When they see a problem, they are quick to identify who is responsible for the solution. These are poor souls with no hope of redemption. Here comes the second group of people. They are responsible and are willing to get their hands dirty and make sacrifices to make life better for the rest of human beings. Check the history. These are the richest people. Thomas Edison sacrificed all he had to light the world. Henry Ford sacrificed all he had to make automobile affordable for us. Steve Jobs sacrificed all he had to make computer accessible to the world. Bill Gates sacrificed all he had to give us the software that can make computer usable. You don't have to solve a big problem as the above people to live a meaningful life, but you have to take responsibility for some of the world's problems. Stop thinking the world owes you anything. Start thinking as a responsible individual who has the responsibility to make the world a better place. That's how to be successful. Number 4. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. I've heard many young people making excuses about why they cannot achieve their dreams. It's usually the fault of another person. But wait, here is the truth. The reason why people don't achieve their dreams is because they don't want it badly enough. When something is important to you, you'll sacrifice everything you've got to get it. If your dream is very important, you'll stop making excuses and make necessary sacrifices to have it. Number 5. The first step is to establish that something is possible. Then probability will occur. Napoleon Hill said, "Whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve." The first step towards greatness is to establish and believe that what you are desiring is possible. Until you can have this conviction, you can hardly do any other thing. Number 6. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. We all love to be at peace. We love to be able to predict that tomorrow will be fine. We all love to be at our comfort zone, but unfortunately, comfort doesn't bring progress or success. To be successful in life, you don't just have to embrace change. You have to make change happen. You have to dare a new thing, go to a new zone, create a new path, and try a new thing. This is tough and puts you in an uncomfortable zone, but that's what you need to achieve what most people can only dream of. Number 7. I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. I was born into poverty, couples with a poor health. However, when I was 17, I decided that I was going to change my life and achieve extraordinary things. Most people think it's by accident some people become great. No, it's by choice. It's by deciding to be great. It doesn't matter how ordinary you think you are, you can make decisions to achieve success and greatness. Do I mean to say it will be easy? Most young people wish that life could be easier, but that's a myth. Anthony Robbins said, "The only problem you have is that you think you shouldn't have a problem." The reason why life is difficult for you is because you think it shouldn't be. Stop fighting the nature. Bill Gates said, "Life is tough. Get used to it." Number 8. You could either watch it happen or be a part of it. Most people of the world are passive. They love the pleasure of consuming and enjoying stuff. Look at your phones, cars, electricity, clothes, even the clock. They didn't just appear, nor did they come so cheaply. Some people made sacrifices for them to be. Warren Buffett said, "If you are sitting under the shade today, it must be that someone planted the tree years ago." Don't just enjoy the shade. Plant some trees for someone else to enjoy in the future. Number 9. Work like hell. I mean, you just have to put in 80 to 100 hours every week. This improves the odds of success. According to the law of average, the more effort you invest into anything, the more likely is your chances of success. Let's use the example of a salesman. If you're selling insurance and you speak with 10 people in a day to get someone to sign up, 10% is your average. It simply means if you can speak with 20 people, you'll get 2, and 30 people will give you 3. That's how to be lucky. Terry Pratchett said, "The harder I work, the luckier I become." Number 10. Start somewhere and then really be prepared to question your assumptions. Fix what you did wrong and adapt to reality. The entire world has been so used to the classroom learning that we've forgotten the real source of education. I'm sorry, nobody learns anything in the classroom. From language to science, music or art. Until you get out and get your hands dirty, make mistakes and fail, you've learned nothing. This is my advice for you. Don't wait until you have everything figured out. Nobody ever figured anything out from their room. Don't wait for resources. Don't wait until you have enough resources. People who achieve greatness simply start with whatever they have and start moving. Start moving, and miracle will happen. In summary, if you want to be successful in life, don't be afraid of taking risk or daring life. Don't expect significant success without years of sacrifice. Embrace failure. It simply means you're moving forward. Don't complain about problems. Take responsibility to solve them instead. Believe your dream is achievable and you'll see the probability occur. Don't fight change. Embrace it. Decide to be extraordinary and you'll be. Don't watch things happen. Make things happen. Start from somewhere and work like hell. You enjoyed this video, didn't you? We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you. Ten advice from Robert Kiyosaki for young people who want to be rich. Robert Kiyosaki is a multi-millionaire entrepreneur, real estate investor, and the author of one of the most popular financial books in history, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Over the years, Robert has given different advice for people who wish to be rich. In this video, we'll be sharing with you 10 of the most inspiring advice from Robert Kiyosaki, and we hope some of them inspire you to be rich. Advice number 5 is very important, so make sure you watch this video till the end. If you're new here, consider subscribing so that you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Advice number 1. If you want to go somewhere, it is best to find someone who has already been there. Tell me what your dreams are, and I'll tell you 5 to 10 people who have achieved similar dreams in the past. These people who have achieved what you want to achieve went through different phases of rejections, mistakes, failures, and tears that made them smart enough to eventually achieve those dreams. Now that you want to achieve what they have achieved, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can avoid several mistakes just by figuring out who have done what you want to do and take time to learn from them. Martin Luther King Jr. started his activism as a young adult and became one of the most famous activists the world ever knew. But how did he do it? He studied the life and style of Mahatma Gandhi. Warren Buffett is the richest and most famous investor in our world today. How did he get to that level? He was a student of Benjamin Graham, who happened to be an investor himself. No matter what your dreams are, the very first thing to do is to figure out people who have achieved similar dreams in the past and study their lives and how they did it. Number 2. The biggest challenge you have is to challenge your own self-doubt and your laziness. If you want to know who is keeping you poor or unsuccessful, look at the mirror. Your self-limiting beliefs, your low self-esteem, your negative attitude to life and possibilities. As a human, you have great powers to achieve unbelievable success. But if you're like most people, excuse making will keep you where you are forever. Stop making excuses. Take charge of your life. Dream big and pursue your dreams. Number 3. Complaining about your current position in life is worthless. Have a spine and do something about it instead. If you've met enough number of people, you'll see one thing that's common to all of them, and that's complaint. Every single poor person I know blames someone or something for his situation. At the opposite of that, all successful people I know don't complain, blame, or make excuses. You can tell me who or what is responsible for your current situation, but you can't tell me who will take you out of it if that is not you. Stop complaining about your problems, because complaints and excuses making never solve any problem. Kill excuse. Plant action. Number 4, you need to wake up and realize that life doesn't wait for you. If you want something, get up and go after it. Another common thing I've noticed among poor people is what I call false hope. Most poor people in the world hope that somehow they'll be rich in the future. Some believe that if the political situation in their countries become better, they will be rich. Some believe that if the economy becomes better, they will be rich. Some even believe that one day God will cause a thing to happen that will lead them to financial breakthrough and success. Your time is going. Stop the false hope. If you want something, stand up and fight for it. That's the only way to have a better future. Number 5, if you want to be rich, simply serve more people. Who are the richest people in the world? The most generous souls who solve the world's biggest problems. Wealth creation follows a simple law of sowing and reaping. The more people you are able to serve, the richer you'll become. As a young person, you shouldn't focus your life on trivialities. You shouldn't have business with people who see problems as a bad thing. Your primary assignment should be to figure out a significant human problem you can solve for a significant number of people and master how to monetize it. If you want to be rich, master how to solve problems. I'm not saying it's that easy. There are obstacles and headaches you have to overcome, but the outcome will definitely be worth it. Number 6, you are only poor if you give up. The most important thing is that you should do something. Most people only talk and dream of getting rich. Dream is sweet, and that's why most of us do it. Action is bitter, because action leads to mistakes, rejections, failures, and tears. And that's why most people simply talk and avoid the pains that action brings. I know people who told me they wanted to become entrepreneurs more than a decade ago. Until today, they are still holding on to the jobs that make their life terrible. As a young person, you must understand that you have nothing to lose by taking actions. Yes, you fail, make mistakes and cry, but at the end, you only get better. Don't eat sweet dreams, eat bitter actions. Number 7, face your fears and doubts, and new worlds will open to you. Many people think some other people are naturally courageous, but that's not true. Fear is an integral part of humans' makeup. We all have a terrible percentage of fear as a warning signal that we are about to hurt ourselves. So, how do courageous people become courageous? Simple. They face their fears. Face your fear. Identify what you're afraid of and do just that. Action is the only remedy for fear. Stop thinking about what you're afraid of. Step out and confront what you're afraid of. Stop thinking about what you wish to do. Do it. Number 8, the wealthy buy luxuries last, while the poor and middle class tend to buy luxuries first. Why? Emotional discipline. Apple is now $1 trillion company, not because the world needs Apple's products, but because the world wants them. An average human being earn to spend. The rich earn to invest. If you're not disciplined enough to overcome the temptation to run after every shining object, you end up poor. Before you make a decision to buy anything, always ask yourself, do I really need this thing, or it's a mere want? You'll soon discover that 90% of stuff we buy are mere wants. Most times, we decide to buy because everyone is buying, not really because we need these new shining objects. Number 9, financial struggle is often the direct result of people working all their lives for someone else. Unfortunately, almost everyone is trained to be an employee. But the problem with being an employee is that you don't have the leverage to be wealthy. For instance, you can't make money when you don't work, and you can't use other people's time or energy to make money. Entrepreneurs can do the two. An entrepreneur can make money from 100 people's labor. Hence, he has leverage to multiply his wealth. Financial struggle is often the direct result of people working all their lives for someone else. Number 10, Winners are not afraid of losing, but losers are. Failure is part of the process of success. To be successful in life, you must be willing to fail. Failure isn't a bad thing. It's the name of the road that leads to success. Winners are not afraid of failing. If you don't fail, you can't win. In summary, if you want to be rich, find someone who has already been rich and learn from them. Read their books and watch their videos. Overcome your self-doubt and believe in your ability to create wealth. Stop complaining about your current situation. Stand up and take actions. Life doesn't wait for you. If you want something, get up and go after it. If you want to be rich, simply serve more people. You are only poor if you give up. The most important thing is that you should do something. Most people only talk and dream of getting rich. Face your fears and doubts, and new worlds will open to you. Don't waste your money trying to look rich. Get rich first. If you work all your life for other people, you may struggle all your life for money. Winners are not afraid of losing, but losers are. Failure is part of the process of success. You enjoyed this video, didn't you? We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.